Alright, welcome back to Navhimz channel. Today we're going to be talking about the whole beef situation. I mean, we got so much diss tracks from the past 24 hours, and there's a lot to uncover. We have daylyt, Rayvon, Joey Badass just going crazy at it, with one another throwing diss tracks left and right. It's more so daylyt and Rayvon versus Joey Badass. There's been a lot of diss tracks, and there's a lot to uncover in this video. It's a great day for hip hop, man, and so much quality has dropped within a certain amount of time. So daylyt responded to Joey Badass with this track called Word to My Mother, which opens up with this event announcer and Drake, where the event announcer says, which battle are you looking forward to the most? And then Drake says, I'm sure everybody's excited to see what daylyt's going to be, you know. That's gonna be very interesting though, a daylyt versus Drake battle. Popularity wise, Drake wipes him in that, but daylyt's a battle rapper. He's known for these conversations, so that's a whole different thing. And I think daylyt would wipe him in that sort of battle, honestly. daylyt here is responding with this high energy. He's approaching with this all over your face energy, and he's not wasting a beat. There's not a singular second that was wasted on Word to My Mother, because daylyt wasn't making it clear with the things that he was saying towards Joey here. I'll sit back and watch you disrespect what we built. You popped and then skirted, now expect to be killed. They think you're going nuts, so it's called vasectomy dealt. You want wreck with me? Taught and pulled on amount, your death can't be healed. God, why you beef with a giant like we equal defiant? Unique scar, think you can kill a king? The people is lying, Simba tell him. Anyway, Cinderella, it's time to crash. Spaz, Cinderella, you hung out with the glass slipper. Clearly step, or I'm nearly prepped with 100 more. Slow up with 100 more. Got it made, I ain't running jewels. A reply from Ken, oh I doubt, Mark. You couldn't kill Kenny with South Park, that's a hood story. Heard old boy was in your house, bubble jacket with tidy whities. Basically referring to P. Diddy here. Joey talked about being at the parties, but not the freak offs, on the Red Bull Spiral freestyle that they just had a couple of days ago, which was pretty good. But if we're all being completely honest here, Joey outed himself with that one. But I'm really surprised that a lot of people haven't really talked about that when we had P. Diddy on 2000 with the voicemails and stuff. Yeah, I think it was voicemails that was contributing to the album. I'm not quite sure. I'll check that after the video. Backpack should have showed you my ways. See, I was fully planned. The issue is, Dot didn't tell you it's two boogeymen. So he's referring to himself as a boogeyman here. And they're both, I guess, going against Joey. I mean, not Kendrick, but he might respond and that would be pretty crazy. I wonder how this would all unfold when Kendrick responds, because that's when goes down. The big three could attest to all the things that I've done. You said I'm zero. Oh, that's cool. I still come in front of the one. Oh, man, that is true though. Back to that boogeyman bar. I done left hundreds of dead. I'm so much of a monster, I should live under a bed. I'm the blue demon Joe. You screaming my name like you a warring demon. So daylyt is standing his ground here. And then Joey responds with My Town. Now we have Joey Badass on this Kirk Guy produced track. These must have forgot, man. Ayo, all y'all must have forgot, man. Y'all done fucked up now, man. Know what I'm saying? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Yo, thought this was, man. Fuck a 20v1, I take anybody. Hey, yo, look, your days is numbered like days of summer. Rain or shine, I'ma bring that thunder. You're talking like I can't see light. Yeah, okay. So question, is it me, VU, or UV Ray? Either way, these L's getting passed out. Lights off when I black out. So when it in the lane with me, better crash out. You, lightweight, I swear I ain't even maxed out. No matter what stage they put you on, you're still assed out. Your thirst for attention is sad. Nothing you could say could take away the sus shit you said on VLAD, basically referring to daylyt saying he'll fuck the shit out of Diddy on VLAD, so that's really interesting. He outed himself with that one too. They're both being sus here. I would say I'ma get on your ass, but you might like that. I'm smoking all you in the blunt, this that light pack. So that's really interesting as well. They're just throwing sus allegations towards one another, like what's going on here, bro? The irony, for months they told Joey to fight back, now every punchline they need a crutch and an ice pack. I'm silly with the uppercuts, so it's video proof. I guess he's telling daylyt that he's got hands. Better yet, get the general, I'm killing his troops. Basically referring to Kendrick here, I think. That is true though. Kendrick is low-key the general of the West Coast right now, because when Kendrick gets jumped by a rapper, right now is Joey Badass, that rapper is getting jumped by the people of the West Coast. That is low-key kind of true. I put that last in a body bag. Now I just pumped back to get his dog tag. Thought I told y'all, ain't fuck with me, rhyme for rhyme. They ain't war ready, they more ready for Comic-Con. This was a pretty decent diss track, and a pretty decent reply to Word to My Mother. I think a perfect energy approach against daylyt's all over your face energy. Rayvon is back with a diss track, a follow-up to Whole Era. Here we have Rayvon sounding a little more different. He's approaching with a much more serious manner, a much more serious tone here against Joey Badass. Holy shit, it gotta get back on Joey and say shit. Heard he out here begging for Dot, I let the K spit. Get smacked down thinking we're wrestling with all them Ray flips. Them shots ain't hurt Von Wick, I'm in the Matrix. Electrician Hoey, he out here flexing with his power check. Had a pushing up daisies in some flower set. Yo, chipping with this, then why y'all ain't deploy? I heard y'all was sliding at Diddy, but won't slide for yo. Hey, yo. I was signed for 5 years and got blocked by COVID. You was signed for like 20 and still ain't got motion. You had legends in your corner and still turn out boneless. Just a Forbes list miss with a bad boy bonus. That Diddy reference. Oh man. Look, CJ got no hit, Kirk got no hit, you ain't got no hits, so Pro Era didn't exist. Diddy East ain't that about the bit. You got a label full of artists, every blog post skip. That is fuck. I'm basically referencing Joey Badass's Kill Illuminati Part 2 that we just talked about a video ago, where he expresses distaste and his disappointment, I guess, because he wasn't mentioned by Kendrick on Control. The clout chasing while you're giving up your whole. Alright, this is getting a little sus. Oh, you're a badass, a bad boy. There you go. Trying to cook a fake beef because Puffy called you Sloppy Joe. Fuck it. I'll be the Kendrick copy. My goodness, man. They're just throwing the allegations in front of Joey. And then Daylyt's back with Ayo, a response to Joey Badass. Man, there's a lot of diss tracks coming out of this whole thing, dude. Like, it's getting crazier and crazier every single day. Daylyt starts with this building up tone because it's gonna lead to something even crazier in the later part of the track. We have this building up sinister production. That's how I would describe the production of this track, because that's how it sounds like for me. I thought it was a fair trade. That brief sample, that was just to show you how I air made. Nothing cost me. All it took for Joe is a cup of coffee. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee will get a Starbucks. Oh, you see it for instance. That freak you mentioned, it was in Daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Wanna play? Piggyback? Trust, you ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. That's a pretty funny bar right there. I'll give Daylyt that. Contradiction. From a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. I assure sleep is warp peep. Time to put your core deep. Okay. What the f? You love first love, they had your ass in a pool sore before Meek. 50-foot bed you laid in, 2 bitcoins, and we got the tape of you made, man. Alright, we're just throwing the allegation shit at each other's faces now. Ray with this chopper, show you this LiDAR. Sheesh, back to you, Joe. All that acting ain't in the trenches. Don't be acting cool, Joe. Oh, I mean, I snap for the fences. Brought on my up. Oh, you think I'm gonna get Kendrick? Here you go. And then Kendrick says, yeah, my boy Daylyt. If this was within the 24-hour period of this whole beef going on, then that's crazy. We need Kendrick to respond. We need a Kendrick response, because this whole would get even crazier. And then Daylyt says, we're finished, because he just brought Kendrick out, the general, who Joey refers to as. Anyways, Joe responds with Crash Dummy. We have this 2-pack hit 'em up flip by Kirk Knight, who produced this track, and I think they did a pretty good job on this one. It's about time. Almost got sick of waiting. Like a bad doctor, I ain't got a lot of patience. Yo, back on the clock, and anything past 24 hours is a shot clock violation, which basically means that any response past 24 hours is a shot clock violation, which means that he wants that smoke. Like, he doesn't care who's gonna give him the smoke. He wants it. Any one of you wants to smoke with Joey, he's gonna respond and he's gonna take it, because he's not a He's standing in his ground right now, and he's gonna keep standing on his ground, 10 toes down, and he's just gonna keep responding. What's the current situation? Just clickbaiting. How predictable. This is the angle I was anticipating. And thank you for making it clear that Dot's scared. But yeah, basically saying that Dot was scared because he didn't respond to Joey's diss tracks, but he hopped on the track Ayo that we just talked about a couple of moments ago. I don't think Kendrick is scared, but he does need to respond. I want him to respond, but that's up to him. He's the general though. That's what Joey just said a couple of moments ago. I was at the party, but I also saw up top there. Alright, so they're both at the parties. They weren't at the freak offs, hopefully. Y'all going outside because I'm the one with top tier. He said, hey Joey, I got this artist named Ray Vaughn, and I'd appreciate if you would really help me put him on. I said, okay, top, but you know it's gonna cost you. You know I really want the one who elevated your roster. I'm on these, head top, rise to the top like dreadlocks. Joey got the whole up, give me the headlock. I'm letting off headshots. I seen this whole shit afar, the way I read Dot. I guess he's read Kendrick. Can't walk in these shoes. So they dead stock. Lately been enjoying the perks, but I don't med pop. I pop out and show how they hoe. Basically a reference to the whole pop out concert from a year ago. Simultaneously aiming at least 4. How many more is it really gonna take to drop him? I guess he's like referring to himself as like Drake, because he was getting jumped on last year. They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him, and got him. He's basically referring to himself as the guy who needs 101 Dalmatians to be taken down, which is low-key true because he's standing on his ground right now, but we'll see. After that, we have Daylyt responding with Word is Bond, which is a really emotional track. It's basically like a tribute track to Capital Steez. See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for Steez, it was for Soul. So he basically clarified it because it let a lot of people's mouth kind of disgusted. It let that distaste. It left a distaste in people's mouth. So it's clarified now, though. The very thing that you're told to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide taking the conscious ones. The bridge really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so we could see this live. Hip-hop thriving. Look what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you. This for rap beef, me and Joe don't got issue. So I guess that's clarified. Then they don't got issue. No personal things going on. This is a track that you don't really head bop to. This is a track that you listen to and just sit there in silence. I guess this war is over, or this beef is over, but we'll see how things unfold in the next couple of days or hours even. Anyways, that's that. Let me know if you're interested in content like this. Drop a like, sub, comment. See ya.